Welcome back to Money Talks, but slowly. I'm Alex.
And I'm Sam. Hey, Alex, do you know what episode this is?
This is episode 2.
That's right. And if you listened to episode 1, thank you so much for coming back. If this is your first episode, welcome. You can start here, but we recommend going back to episode 1 first.
Yes, in episode 1, we talked about taxes and banks. Today, we're talking about something really powerful, interest.
Interest can be your best friend or your worst enemy. It can make you rich or it can make you poor.
That's intense, Sam.
I know, but it's true. We're also going to talk about credit scores, that mysterious number that affects your whole financial life.
Right, but before we start, quick reminder, if you're enjoying this podcast, please subscribe and share it with a friend who's learning English or wants to understand money.
It really helps us grow. Okay, Alex, I'm ready. Let's talk about interest.
Okay, Sam, let me start with a question. Have you ever borrowed money from a friend?
Yes, last month actually. I forgot my wallet at home, so my friend Lisa lent me $20 for lunch.
Perfect. And when you paid Lisa back, did you pay her $20 or did you pay her more than $20?
Just $20. She didn't ask for extra money. She's my friend.
Exactly. Friends don't usually charge each other extra, but banks are different. When a bank lends you money, they want more money back. That extra money is called interest.
Okay, so interest is the extra money you pay when you borrow.
Yes. Think of it as the price of borrowing money. Let me give you a real example. My brother Jake wanted to buy a new laptop. The laptop cost $1,000, but Jake didn't have $1,000.
So he went to the bank?
He went to a credit card company. The credit card company said, "Okay, Jake, we'll give you $1,000, but you have to pay us back $1,000 plus 20% interest."
Wait, 20%? How much is that in actual dollars?
Great question. Let me calculate it. 20% of $1,000 is $200. So Jake has to pay back $1,000 plus $200, which equals $1,200 total.
Oh, wow. So Jake pays $200 just for borrowing the money.
Exactly. That's the cost of borrowing. This is called simple interest. Let me explain what simple interest means. Simple means basic or straightforward. With simple interest, you calculate the interest one time based on the original amount.
Okay, can you give me another example? I want to make sure I understand.
Sure. Let's say you borrow $5,000 from the bank to buy a used car. The bank says, "We'll charge you 10% simple interest per year. You have to pay us back in 1 year."
Okay, so I need to calculate 10% of $5,000.
That's right. 10% of $5,000 is $500. So after 1 year, you pay back $5,000 plus $500, which equals $5,500.
Got it. So the formula is original amount plus the interest equals total amount you pay back.
Perfect. Now, here's the important part. Interest can work for you or against you. We just talked about interest working against you. When you borrow money, you pay extra. But interest can also help you make money.
How does that work?
When you save money, the bank pays you interest. Let me give you an example. My friend Sarah has $10,000 in a savings account. Her bank pays her 3% interest per year.
Okay, so 3% of $10,000 is, let me think, $300.
Exactly. After 1 year, Sarah has $10,300. The bank paid her $300 just for keeping her money there.
That's amazing. Free money.
Well, kind of. The bank is paying her because they're using her money to lend to other people, remember? We talked about that in episode 1.
Oh yeah, fractional reserve banking.
Exactly. You're getting good at this. Okay, so to summarize simple interest, when you borrow money, you pay interest. When you save money, you earn interest. The interest is calculated once based on the original amount.
Got it. So what's compound interest? Is it different?
Oh, Sam, compound interest is where things get really interesting. This is the secret to becoming rich or getting trapped in debt.
Ooh, tell me more.
Okay, compound interest is my favorite topic. Let me explain it with a story about my cousin Emma.
I'm listening.
Emma started saving money when she was 25 years old. She put $5,000 in a special savings account that pays 7% interest per year. But this account uses compound interest, not simple interest.
What's the difference?
With simple interest, you earn interest on the original amount only. With compound interest, you earn interest on both the original amount and the interest you already earned.
Wait, you earn interest on your interest?
Yes, let me show you with Emma's money. Year 1, Emma starts with $5,000. She earns 7% interest, which is $350. Now she has $5,350.
Okay, so far that's the same as simple interest, right?
Right, but now watch what happens in year 2. With simple interest, Emma would earn another $350 because 7% of $5,000 is always $350.
But with compound interest?
With compound interest, Emma earns 7% of $5,374, not $5,000. So she earns $374.50 in year 2. Now she has $5,724.50.
Oh, so she earned more interest in year 2 than in year 1.
Exactly. And in year 3, she earns 7% of $5,724.71. Her money grows faster and faster each year.
Wow, so compound interest is like a snowball rolling down a hill. It gets bigger and bigger.
Perfect metaphor. That's exactly right. And here's what's amazing. After 10 years, Emma's $5,000 becomes almost $10,000.
What? She doubled her money?
Yes, with 7% compound interest, your money doubles about every 10 years. And if Emma leaves that money there for 20 years, she'll have about $20,000. After 30 years, she'll have about $40,000.
That's incredible. She only put in $5,000 and she ends up with $40,000.
That's the power of compound interest. Albert Einstein, the famous scientist, said compound interest is the most powerful force in the universe.
Wow, Einstein said that?
He did. Now, let me show you an even better example. This is about my neighbor, David. David is 25 years old. He decides to save $200 every month in an investment account that earns 8% per year with compound interest.
Okay, $200 per month, that's $2,400 per year.
Correct. David does this for 40 years until he's 65 years old. He puts in $200 every single month. Can you guess how much money he has at the end?
$2,400 per year for 40 years. That's $96,000 total that he put in. Maybe he has $150,000?
Good guess, but you're way too low. David has over $600,000.
What? No way.
Yes way. He only put in $96,000 of his own money, but compound interest added more than $500,000.
That's amazing. So regular people can become rich just by saving a little bit every month?
Yes, but you need two things: time and patience. David saved for 40 years. That's a long time, but it works.
Okay, so compound interest is amazing when you're saving money, but you mentioned it can also be dangerous?
Yes, this is really important. Compound interest works the same way with debt. Let me tell you about my old coworker, Jennifer.
Uh-oh, this sounds like a sad story.
It is. Jennifer had a credit card with a $5,000 balance. The interest rate was 18% per year. She only paid the minimum payment each month, about $100.
What's a minimum payment?
It's the smallest amount the credit card company will accept each month. But here's the problem. Most of that $100 goes to pay the interest, not the actual debt. So Jennifer's debt barely goes down.
Oh no.
In the first month, Jennifer's debt grows by $75 in interest. She pays $100, so her balance goes down by only $25. She still owes $4,975. The next month, interest is calculated on $4,975, and the cycle continues.
So her debt shrinks very, very slowly?
Exactly. If Jennifer only pays $100 per month, it will take her over 7 years to pay off the debt, and she'll pay about $8,500 total. That's $3,500 in interest.
That's terrible. She pays almost double.
That's how credit card companies make money. They trap people with compound interest on debt. So here's the lesson. Use compound interest to build wealth by saving and investing, but avoid compound interest on debt. Pay off debts as fast as you can.
Got it. Compound interest is my friend when I save, but my enemy when I borrow.
Perfect. Okay, now let's talk about credit scores because they're connected to borrowing and debt.
Okay, credit scores. I've heard about these, but I don't really understand them. What is a credit score exactly?
A credit score is like a grade for how responsible you are with money. It's a number between 300 and 850. The higher the number, the better.
So it's like a test score in school?
Kind of. But instead of testing your knowledge of math or history, it tests your history with money. Banks and companies look at your credit score to decide if they should lend you money.
Okay, so a high score is good. What's considered a good score?
Let me break it down. A score between 300 and 579 is very poor. 580 to 669 is fair. 670 to 739 is good. 740 to 799 is very good. And 800 to 850 is excellent.
Okay, so I want to be above 700, right?
Yes, above 700 is considered good. Above 750 is great. Let me give you a real example of why this matters. My friend Tom wanted to buy a house. The house cost $300,000. Tom didn't have $300,000, so he needed to borrow money from the bank.
Okay, and the bank checked his credit score?
Exactly. Tom's credit score was 780. Excellent. So the bank said, "We trust you, Tom. We'll lend you $250,000 at 6% interest."
That sounds good.
It is. Now, my other friend Mike also wanted to buy a house for $300,000, but Mike's credit score was 620. Fair, not good. The bank said, "We'll lend you money, Mike, but we don't fully trust you. The interest rate is 8%.
So Mike pays higher interest just because of his credit score?
Yes, and the difference is huge. Over 30 years, Tom pays about $234,000 in interest. Mike pays about $410,000 in interest.
What? Mike pays $176,000 more just because his credit score is lower?
Yes, that's why your credit score is so important. It can cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars over your lifetime.
Okay, you convinced me. How do I get a good credit score? What do I need to do?
Great question. There are 5 main things that affect your credit score. Let me explain each one. Number 1, payment history. This is the most important. It's 35% of your score.
What's payment history?
It means, do you pay your bills on time? If you have a credit card bill of $100 due on the 15th of the month, do you pay it on the 15th or do you pay it late?
And paying late is bad for your score?
Very bad. Even one late payment can drop your score by 50 to 100 points. So always pay your bills on time. Set up automatic payments if you need to.
Got it. What's number 2?
Number 2, credit utilization. This is 30% of your score. Utilization means how much you use. Let me explain with an example.
Okay.
Let's say you have a credit card with a limit of $10,000. That means you can borrow up to $10,000 if you want. But should you?
No?
Correct. If you use $9,000 out of your $10,000 limit, that's 90% utilization. Banks see this and think, wow, this person is using almost all their available credit. They might be in financial trouble. Your credit score goes down.
So I should use less of my credit limit?
Yes. The ideal is to use less than 30% of your limit. So if your limit is $10,000, try to keep your balance below $3,000. Even better if you can keep it below 10%.
Okay, got it. What's number 3?
Number 3, length of credit history. This is 15% of your score. This means how long have you had credit?
So if I got my first credit card last month, my history is very short.
Exactly, and that's not great for your score. But if you've had a credit card for 10 years, that shows you have experience managing credit. Banks trust you more.
Okay, so the lesson is get a credit card when you're young and keep it for a long time.
Yes, even if you don't use it much, just having it helps build your credit history. What's number 4? Credit mix. This is 10% of your score.
What's credit mix?
It means having different types of credit. For example, you might have a credit card, a car loan, and a student loan. Banks like to see that you can manage different types of debt.
Okay, but I shouldn't borrow money I don't need just to improve my credit mix, right?
Correct. Never borrow money you don't need. This factor is only 10%, so it's not worth worrying too much about. And finally, number 5, new credit inquiries. This is the last 10%.
What's that?
Every time you apply for a new credit card or loan, the bank checks your credit. This is called a hard inquiry. If you have too many hard inquiries in a short time, banks think, why is this person applying for so much credit? Are they desperate for money?
And that hurts your score?
Yes, each hard inquiry can drop your score by 5 to 10 points. So don't apply for 5 credit cards in 1 month.
Got it. Okay, let me make sure I understand everything. To get a good credit score, I need to pay all my bills on time, keep my credit card balance low, have credit for a long time, have different types of credit if possible, and don't apply for too many new cards.
Perfect. You got it 100%. And here's one more real-life tip. Check your credit score for free at least once a year. Sometimes there are mistakes on your credit report that can hurt your score.
Oh, where can I check it?
In the United States, you can go to annualcreditreport.com and get a free report once a year. Other countries have similar services. Just search for a free credit report in your country.
Great tip. Okay, Alex, I think we covered everything. Should we wrap up?
Yes, let's do a quick recap.
Okay, today we learned about interest and credit scores. Alex, what's the most important thing about simple interest?
Simple interest is the extra money you pay when you borrow or the extra money you earn when you save. It's calculated once, based on the original amount.
Right, and compound interest?
Compound interest is when you earn interest on your interest. It makes your money grow exponentially over time. It's the secret to building wealth, but it's also dangerous if you have debt, because your debt grows exponentially too.
Exactly, and credit scores.
Your credit score is a number between 300 and 850 that shows how responsible you are with money. A higher score means you can borrow money at lower interest rates, which can save you hundreds of thousands of dollars over your lifetime.
And the 5 factors are payment history, credit utilization, length of credit history, credit mix, and new credit inquiries.
Perfect. See, everyone? These concepts aren't that complicated when someone explains them clearly.
That's what we do here. Money talks, but slowly. We make money easy to understand.
And if you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe. It really helps us grow.
Yes, and share this with a friend who's learning English or who wants to understand money.
And come back next week for episode 3. We're going to talk about inflation and recessions, how the economy goes up and down, and how it affects you.
It's going to be great. Thank you so much for listening.
Keep learning, keep growing, and remember, understanding money is easier than you think.
See you next time.
Bye!